The way you get into my head, I run around town, yeah, I'm painting it red, burning it down, and I'm acting a mess, proving myself to you. 'Cause baby, I'm your California queen. You let me go, I guess I'll rule this town on my own. I'll make the best of LA alone. Hi guys, I'm Sad Alex and welcome to my creator session. Thank you ConvertKit for having me. I got my friend Alex here to play guitar and we're gonna play you some songs and tell some stories.
This week on Creator Sessions, we get to hang out with Sad Alex, who, despite her name, is the happiest sad girl you will ever meet. This is a really fun session where so much of the knowledge that Alex shares is directly applicable to creators navigating their journey, whether it's about authenticity, artwork, branding, or songwriting. But I think my favorite thing about this session is how she encourages artists to be 100% themselves, and most importantly, really exemplifies how that can pay off. You know, it can be a tumultuous journey to figure out who you are as an artist, and so much of this creator session digs into that journey. Sad Alex exemplifies the magic that happens when you create art that is a true reflection of yourself and completely honest. You'll hear just how honest she gets with my favorite track of hers, I'm Glad That You Found Someone. One of her lyrics in that song is, "Here's to transparency," and I think that lyric pretty much sums up the theme of today's session.
It's kinda getting good with him. I guess it's how it should. It's been over a year since you and me, but now he's asking what this is. And any other girl would be able to answer easily, 'cause he kisses me right too. But I don't want to admit that sometimes it feels like you. No, I don't want to admit that this could be something new. Yet I still can't commit, 'cause doesn't it mean that it's over? That it's all the way over. That it's all the way over. I wanna tell him what he wants. I try to say that I could never go back to what we were, but he don't believe that, and I don't even believe that. When you're in my head, he's in my bed, and I hate that I feel that, 'cause he kisses me right too. But I don't want to admit that sometimes it feels like you. Oh, and I don't want to admit that this could be something new. Yet I still can't commit, 'cause doesn't it mean that it's over? That it's all the way over. It doesn't it mean that it's over? That it's all the way over. When I kinda wanna fall for you, all the way over. It doesn't it mean that it's over? Ooh, yeah. Doesn't it mean that it's over? 'Cause I kinda wanna fall for you all the way over. That first one was called All the Way Over, and for me as an artist and songwriter in this industry, that was like the first song that I put out with my label deal, and that was like a big milestone for me. And I think it's hard for me specifically to celebrate any wins in general, let alone like something as big as that. And like for me, I didn't tell my parents until I was in the room signing the deal. Afterwards, I texted them about it, because I'm so wary. I'm so like scared of, getting excited about things before they fall through. And I think also there's so many people that bust their ass their whole career and never get a label deal or a publishing deal or whatever, even if they, probably deserve it. And so that was big for me. And I think I had to kind of give myself that moment of like, I did this. I've been doing this that was, 7 years at that point of me working before that happened. And also like that validation of somebody that was like, wow, someone finally is giving me that, like, they believe in me and they're willing to invest in me. And that's a pretty nice feeling to get, and something to just be like, Mom and Dad, look, I'm doing something. And like, that doesn't happen all the time. So make sure to celebrate those little wins. This next one's called Until. It's actually my latest single. And this one, I think in the spirit of that, like, there's so many things in this industry that we are constantly dependent on. You're dependent on, like, you need a deal, you need things to get into eyes and ears, you need money, you need all of these things. And it can create a lot of, I think, anxiety for me when I feel dependent on something that I can't control. And I think the best thing to do in that circumstance, like, there's one thing that no label or publisher or manager or anything can take away from you, and that's just like the ability to sit down at the piano or guitar or computer and just make something from start to finish, whatever that may be. And for me, Until was that moment. And I really encourage people, as much as you can, to like learn how to do things yourself, whether it be in production or playing an instrument or just being able to record your vocals. That empowerment, I think, is key, especially in the last year and stuff. To be able to be more self-sufficient gives you so much more power and longevity in what you're trying to do. If you're stuck in your room, if you're stuck in your house, can you still make something and keep doing what you love to do? And I think that's really important to me. So that's what this song kind of was.
We were great until we were, and it felt good until it hurt. Tried to save it when you left, said until we meet again. Call me crazy if you want, but you look like a work of art when you're dancing through my head. And I don't want the show to end, 'cause I still got your toothbrush sitting in a jar. Can't fix the damage left on my heart. I even went vegan for you. Was I better off before you? Don't tell me to move on. Don't wanna hear it's not my fault. I'm struggling to deal, if anything, that's on you. 'Cause I didn't feel any of this until you. We'd be normal till we drank, and then start saying what we think. Scream and cry until we said never again. And we were good until the next never again. We'd be talking about our fantasies, like what our kids would look like. No, it's stupid, but I hope they have your eyes, 'cause you always have mine. Yeah, I still got your toothbrush sitting in a jar. Can't fix the damage left on my heart. I even went vegan for you. Was I better off before you? Don't tell me to move on. Don't wanna hear it's not my fault. I'm struggling to deal, if anything, that's on you. 'Cause I didn't feel any of this until you. You fucked up my feelings you fucked up my feelings forever. Ooh. You fucked up my feelings you fucked up my feelings forever.
Nice, thanks. So here we are. We're in Red Bull Studios in Santa Monica in Los Angeles, hanging out. And we actually have a really pretty grand piano in here, which I feel like I never have. So I want to play a song on the grand piano. We're going to go Migrate. It's going to be fun. You hold tight. You're doing great. Oh, look at her. So pretty. Oh, yeah. We're here. We're living. This next one also just came out of this year, called California Queen. This is actually an older song of mine, which I think it's important. Like, I write a lot. It's my job. It's what I've been doing since I was 22, whatever. And we build up so many songs. And for me, I'm particularly like prolific, which is something like my mentor, publisher, that's one thing he told me once. He was like, "You're very prolific." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." And it's like, it's not necessarily a good thing to be prolific. Like prolific just means a big output of songs. And I think it's like some songs are great, some songs are good, some songs deserve to come out, some songs don't. And I would say the majority of the songs that I write day in, day out, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this, producers, singers, whatever, most of the time we're working on something that will more than likely not see the light of day. And as it sits in the box for longer, it exponentially gets less likely to come out for the most part. But there are some gems, some songs that are able to stand up against the test of time. And even years after writing, you can kind of look at it and be like, you know what, this is still worthy of coming out. And this was a song that was like that for me. I wrote it shortly after moving to LA with my friend Ryan Feinberg, and it sat in the computer for 4 years. And then this year, I wanted a ballad to come out, and it made sense. And so giving that song the birth after 4 years of gestation is like a really nice thing to have. And it's kind of it's a relief to be able to give it a life. So this is called California Queen.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I just need a good cry, but I feel better now, so much better now. Sometimes I just want a good time, something about getting out makes me feel better about the way you get into my head. I run around town, yeah, I'm painting it red, burning it down, and I'm acting a mess, proving myself to you. 'Cause baby, I'm your California queen. You let me go, I guess I'll rule this town on my own. I'll make the best of LA alone, yeah, alone, yeah. Sometimes I see you in my dreams, and I hate waking up. Where are you waking up? Even though I know you let me down, I want you anyway, just wanna see your face. It's the way you get into my head. I run around town, yeah, I'm painting it red, burning it down, and I'm acting a mess, proving myself to you. 'Cause baby, I'm your California queen. You let me go, I guess I'll rule this town on my own. I'll make the best of LA alone, yeah, alone, yeah.
Oh, so nice. I just want to chill here. So beautiful. But we're not. We're going to go back to Alex because I left him all alone there. Going back. It's very much what we do here. And we're back, baby. Like we never left. How was it over here, Alex? Did you do okay?
Yeah, I'm doing good over here.
Great.
Sounds great.
Oh, thanks, Fred. This next one's another even older song, and kind of in the same light of what we were talking about before with that. For me, it took a long time to come into my songwriting, to come into my sound and like my artist direction. And I used to go under this old project called Alexa, which was flawed for a variety of reasons, including Amazon came out, and that really was the nail in the coffin. But for me, I was trying to do a lot of things. I was trying to be sexy. I was trying to be electronic and big drops and big flashy things. And none of that was intrinsically me. And I remember my friend in his room was the first one to pitch the idea, not pitch, but he called me. I will never forget that, like, phone call late at night. He said, "Hey, I have this idea. You should change your name to Sad Alex." And at the time I was not ready to hear that. I was I was fighting it a lot, but it planted the second it was told to me, because my last name is Saad, which is Palestinian, and the majority of the songs I was writing, especially at that time, were sad. It planted like this seed that just like festered in my brain for the longest time. And I still had to go through a lot. I went through that whole Alexa project, making songs and trying these things that didn't work. And then eventually, once I think I worked through all of that and got to the kind of stopping place with it and realized, I was like, you know what? That's not who I am. I need to try to do something that feels like more me. Because at the end of the day, doing music is so hard. If you're not going to be yourself while you do it, like, don't make it any harder than it already is. I think the most notable thing when I rebranded and changed my name to Sad Alex and started putting out, that was a change in the branding and how I made everything look and how I made everything sound and how I wrote the songs too. And I really just fundamentally was just trying to do it from an honest place. What feels like me? What can I wake up every day and post and do all the things I need to do as an artist and just make it feel like me? Because for me, that's where it's easiest and pretty much the only way I think that it can really sustain. So I found that when I started to be honest with my music and started to be honest with the content and just show my true personality more, the response was like instantly different and better, whether it be in engagement, whether it be in the way songs streamed, the feedback I was getting from industry people, from friends, family, because I do take those. I think that's really important. Some of the most like valuable validation and feedback is when I get texts or DMs from people that say, "Wow, this was like my favorite song you've put out," or this video is beautiful," or whatever. And those things are really important and become much easier when you're being honest. And I think when I let go of the fear of really being as blunt as I could in my songwriting and as specific and as unique and weird and just letting it be what it is, we're always striving for universal songs and things that people will relate to and connect with. But sometimes when you're striving to be universal, you can actually become less universal. When you're trying to be too broad, you actually can relate to no one, especially yourself. If you don't feel like you're writing a song that's honest, it's probably not going to sound honest either. So I think for songwriting, the second I decided to like really just write true stories that were true to me, it then inherently became true to the listeners and everybody else. And I was able to achieve that connection without even trying to, which I think is 100% the best way to approach writing for your artist project. I think being an artist now, especially, there's a lot demanded and expected of you. You have to obviously be a singer, a songwriter, you have to be a content creator, you have to have a brand, you have to have a message, you have to have all of these things. And it can be overwhelming and sometimes it's like hard to process all of those responsibilities, especially when you're relying on others, like for your artwork or for your videos or whatever it is. It can be hard to stay consistent and feel like you're able to get a momentum going as an artist if you can't do it yourself. And for me, that was like the most important thing I had to figure out, particularly for artwork and the visual side of things, which has never been a natural thing for me, especially in my old artist projects and everything. That was something that I never had a good grasp of. I would pay graphic designers to make these album artwork things that I hated. I would look at it. I just spent $500 on this design, and I was like, that looks stupid, but here we are. I'm going to use it. And finally, when I rebranded for Sad Alex, that was what I think the whole pillar for me when I was starting from the ground there. I was just like, I just want this to be easy. And I was like, I can physically draw with my hands, so I will draw my artwork. And I mean the simplest form, just like the white background, line drawings. If you look, especially my early drawings, they were much simpler than like what I do now, because I've gotten better with it too, just like you do anything else. But it was wild that it became integrated in, and now people will hit me up being like, "Oh, you're a visual artist," and I actually get a little bit uncomfortable when people refer to me like that, because that's not what I intended going into drawing my own artwork and stuff. I just thought it was just something that needed to happen. We needed artwork. I wanted to save time and money and make it easy, so I did it myself. But big artists that I've worked with have hit me up to do artwork for them, and friends and whatever, and that's crazy. Like, that was something I would have never expected a few years ago, to be getting hit up to draw artwork. And I see people copying my style sometimes. But I always like think of that, for me, like imitation is flattery. So I actually take it as like wow, I really am doing something right if I feel like people are kind of trying to do it themselves too. So I would recommend, if you can do it yourself, if you are a graphic designer, if you have that skill set, it's so much more powerful to be able to do that kind of thing on your own rather than having to trust someone else's vision or try to explain it to somebody. But this was a song under the Alexa project that really did stick out as a gem. It was kind of like it was the first song I wrote when I moved to LA, and it kind of did give me a little beacon of light in that project to lead me to like, I think where I am now, where I landed with like my branding and my sound now. So I made a little fun live arrangement of this one too. This is called Hung Up. Oh, I'm so far away. How did this happen? Okay, we're gonna fix it. Yeah, here we are.
I'd give everything inside to leave this all behind. This feeling that I'm not good enough, that I'm not good enough for you. Find I'm lonely all the time, get high to clear my mind, and I wake up right beside him, but it's not good enough. No, it's not good enough to forget you. But it wouldn't be the first time, would it? I think you're always gonna change. I always gotta make it personal. I just gotta make it personal. And I'm not ready to explain it to them, that I'm addicted to the pain, convinced that I'm okay when it's just physical. Yeah, it's just physical. And I'm still hung up on you. 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 Paved the way with my mistakes, kid fucking with my brain, so I try to make a clean slate, but it's not good enough. No, it's not good enough for you. Wasted time with what I'm faced with. I'm fine until I'm wasted, caught lying when I'm naked, 'cause it's not good enough. No, it's not good enough. When I'm still hung up on you, yeah, I'm still hung up on you. I'm still hung up on you. I'm still hung up on you. I know that everybody knows I'm sorry for the way it shows. I'm so wrapped up and I can't control my emotions, just overflow like a time bomb made to explode. I'm still hung up on you. I'm still hung up on you. I'm still hung up on you. I'm still hung up on you.
Oh, that felt really nice. That was like a hug, like the musical interpretation of a hug. I liked that. That was really cool. Anyway, moving on. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna play some guitar for this guy. This is a song called Hypotheticals. Came out last year on the Sad Alex project, and I think what I was talking about before with Hung Up, I think I wrote that in a place of still being very unsure, still being very insecure in my skill set, and I had a long road of hundreds of co-writes and sessions until I would feel a little bit more in my power of what I do. And I think that's actually only been a recent change for me to actually feel a lot more confident in my skill set and what I can do. And that sounds kind of silly, but it completely changes the way you can operate in the studio, in my opinion, when you can come in and feel confident about your opinions and your ideas and all that stuff. And that is also dependent on the people around you. I feel like songwriting, in my opinion, it's a lot more of a labor of love. I very much adhere to the Ed Sheeran mentality of songwriting, which is songwriting is like starting an old dirty faucet, and you start it and first it's just running brown shit water, brown shit water, brown shit water. And then eventually there's a little burst of clean water, and then it's back to shit water. And then it's mostly clean water with some shit thrown in. And then eventually your stream will like run clean. But it takes, for some people, longer than others. For me, it took a long time. I don't think I wrote a truly good song until I was like 26 years old. I mean, that's me being hard on myself, obviously, but it took, some people can tap into that well way easier than others. But I think a lot of times when people ask me like, how do I get better at songwriting? How do I get my songs to like come out and all this stuff? And it's really, the answer is always just to keep writing and treating it like a true job. Because although, yes, I don't think it's ever a good idea to get burned out and lose what you love about music to begin with, but at the same time, songwriting and being an artist is a job. And to treat it like a 9-to-5 job, I think is really important, especially to get really good at what you do and to be able to access those muscles of songwriting easily, even on the days that you feel a little less inspired than normal, even on the days that maybe the song is shit, whatever it is. Getting through that is going to get you to the next song and is ultimately going to make you write more consistently good songs, quicker, faster, more fun, all of that. And it's not always easy to do because we don't have to necessarily be at an office at a certain time. We don't clock in and clock out. It's really being your own boss, especially when you have all the hours of the day to work with. It's very easy to get nothing done. And I'm definitely not perfect with it. I can procrastinate with the best of them. But what really ironically helped me was a really dark time in my life when I was in Nashville and I was bartending and partying more than I was working and really just not truly focusing on what I was trying to do. And then in that dark period, I broke my leg. I fractured my kneecap, which rendered me completely immobile. And I wasn't able to do all of those distractions that were keeping me, because it's really easy to go out to the bar and say, I'm a singer-songwriter. I do all this stuff while you're drinking and whatever. And it makes you feel like you're networking. It makes you feel like you're being productive. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that. You do need to go out and get out into the world. But at the end of the day, are you doing the work too? Are you building enough songs? Are you building enough experience to really be able to sustain your career? And that was sort of forced upon me with being grounded with this horrific injury that I would not wish on anyone. It was terrible, but I think for whatever reason, in my experience, it was probably the only thing that was going to really like level me in the place that I was in that time. And I think now like that just like sent me into full songwriting production boot camp. And that's when I really started the just writing hundreds of songs and trial and error stuff that I think really was the foundation to getting good at what I do. I think I'm now getting to a point that most of my songs are consistently in a decent place, but I still write shit songs now. So I think it's just important to like really hone in on that and don't get too married to like a small grouping of songs. I think when I first moved to LA, I wrote like 250 songs in that first year or something. And when I signed with Red Bull Publishing, initially I gave them 300 songs, which not to say they were all good songs, but I just had so many. And that was not even including the ones that I wrote in Nashville because I didn't have good documentation of those. So I think it's really about like keeping on going, keep writing more because odds are you're going to love what you write now more than you did a year ago as you grow. But this particular song was very easy. It was a room of really talented people, Bynum and Crash, two friends of mine, and it wrote itself in 20 minutes. I felt really in my element and we were laughing and it was fun and the song was 90% done that day, and that's always like a really cool, another sense of validation that you're doing something right, I think. So this is called Hypotheticals.
Don't you think it's about time that you unblocked me? No, I don't wanna stalk you. Nah, just wanna see what you're up to. Are you hanging with that girl from your hometown? Is she glad to have you back, have you around? Now I'm brushing my teeth and feeling guilty, sleeping ugly, 'cause you're not lying next to me. Sober, thinking that I might be better off. Till I'm drinking, I'm a shot away from hitting you up. Maybe if I cut my hair, changed up all the clothes I wear, acted like I didn't care, would you love me then? Baby, would you love me? And maybe if I changed my face, own up to the mess I made, turn around our old mistakes, would you love me then? Baby, would you love me? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not usually the jealous type, so stupid. These hypotheticals got me taking bad advice. My mind's running. Is she a red hot lover like her lipstick? You can't tell me that she's better sucking your I'm not perfect, but we had our moments. Now you're not lying next to me. But maybe if I cut my hair, changed up all the clothes I wear, acted like I didn't care, would you love me then? Baby, would you love me? And maybe if I changed my face, own up to the mess I made, turned around our old mistakes, would you love me then? Baby, would you love me? 'Cause I know I'm hard to love. I know it's hard to trust me. I can barely trust myself. I barely trust myself. Yeah. And maybe if I cut my hair, changed up all the clothes I wear, acted like I didn't care, would you love me then? Baby, would you love me?
Nice. Fun. Oh no, I don't get rid of this. What am I doing? So silly. I have another one. Crazy.
One of the many goals I have with Creator Sessions is to bring you, the creator, some solace in knowing that every artist's journey is filled with mountains. There are peaks and valleys and insecurities, and it's on that journey where the real growth happens. I think I have done my job if you walk away with something that you can directly apply to your creative journey. And not just for the musicians in the room, but for the entire creative community. Alex said so many great things during this session, but this quote in particular really struck me. Doing music is so hard if you're not going to be yourself while you do it. Don't make it any harder than it already is. That is true for anyone. As creators, I challenge you to check on that from time to time. Here is to being authentically ourselves. Thank you, Alex, for that lesson today. Let us know in the comments what your favorite moments, songs, stories, and lessons were from today's session.
I'm gonna tune because I'm a professional. This is my last song with you guys. Damn, it's really flown by. This last song, hold on just a sec. This is why piano's better, y'all. You don't have to do this shit. It's stupid.
That's true.
Sorry, that's rude. It's pretty rude. Okay. This next song is called I'm Glad That You Found Someone and came out at the end of last year. Another one, very easy to write, wrote it by myself, produced the skeleton of it by myself, got really good feedback. I remember sending it into my publishers at the time, and they responded immediately on the email. It was like 11 o'clock p.m. or something, and they responded saying, whoa, this is incredible. And that was a reaction that I was just like, whoa. I didn't know. I was kind of drunk, and I didn't know if it was good or not. I just thought it was funny and just wrote it. And then I was playing a little acoustic birthday show thing a few days later, and Alex, you were actually there. Yeah, you were playing guitar. And I decided I was just going to like test run it, because I actually wasn't even going to play it. I decided last night, I was like, I'm going to play the song that I wrote a few days ago. And I had never had a reaction to a group of people to a chorus like that. Like just the initial laughing from the chorus, and then by the end of the song, everyone was singing along to the chorus. And that was like insane. I get like goosebumps thinking about it, because it's just not something that happens with every song. It's something that you want to happen with your choruses, but like you don't necessarily hit that target arguably ever. So that was wild. And then actually one of my friends in the room, Ethan, worked with Nash. He was like one of his managers at the time, or not assistant or whatever. But he showed it to Nash, and Nash really liked it and we got lunch at Mendocino Farms. And then he was like, I want to do this song with you. And we rewrote the verse with him, and he jumped on it, which is also so cool because Nash obviously has a way bigger platform. He's had a lot more experience in this industry, and it was so fun to watch what a difference that makes for someone like me to see how much more reach a song can get, how many more eyes, ears, all of that. And the reaction was really represented that. We had really amazing feedback on social media and on streaming, and that is a form of validation that like eventually you want. Like obviously you want your validation. You can't always guarantee that your songs will do well, but when they do, it does feel really good. So this was just a time when that got to happen, and so it was really nice. This is called I'm Glad That You Found Someone.
I'm glad that you found someone now. It's so cool that we're both grown-ups. How we can stay friends, no big deal. Closed ends, movie reel. No hard feelings, nothing left unsaid. Except forget you and your girlfriend too. She's a dumb bitch, how did she get you? I swear, it's not the bourbon in me. This is genuinely, I forget you from my trust issues. I don't got you, so I got nothing to lose. Here's the transparency. Forget you and your girlfriend too. I know that we're better off, 'cause it's so much easier, and we can keep our scene without it getting awkward. And I do fine till about 2:39, when I'm crying on the verge of sleep, wondering what's wrong with me. Yeah, forget you and your girlfriend too. She's a dumb bitch, how did she get you? I swear, it's not the bourbon in me. This is genuinely, I forget you from my trust issues. I don't got you, so I got nothing to lose. Here's to transparency. Forget you and your girlfriend too.
Oh, that note. Hope that didn't kill the vibe.
And your girlfriend too. I'm glad that you found someone. I am glad that you found someone.
Awesome. Thanks, Alex, for playing with me. And oh, great. Thanks, guys. I'm Sad Alex. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, hold on. We're so close. Thanks for coming to my creator session. Thank you, ConvertKit, for having me. And my name is Sad Alex. You can find me on social media at I'm Sad Alex everywhere. And if you're a creator or singer, songwriter, whatever, and please DM me, send me some music. I'd love to listen. I'd love to chat, be friends, and all of that. So thanks again. Bye.